Hi peeps, thanks for stopping by. Hope you're all having a great day. If you look out the window, you can see we have big chunky snowflakes falling down. So for those of you who live in the beautiful tropics with nothing but palm trees surrounding you, if you like to look at the snow, there you go. This one's for you, okay? Anyway, today's video is highly requested. I have thought twice about doing it because there are so many ways to achieve this, but I'm going to show you the way I do it. It is facial hair removing. Now, I have never been one to have a massive amount of hair on my face. I know some women with your ethnic backgrounds, you have darker hair or you have more coarse hair, and like I said, there are several ways to remove hair. There's waxing, there's laser, there's epilating kind of things. You know, I can't remember, I'm drawing a blank right now, but anyway, there are several different ways to do this. Now the way I'm going to show you today, with menopause, have started to, well, it's been for probably about a year now, I've noticed that I have facial hair. Now facial hair doesn't bother some women. Facial hair bothers me immensely because it interferes with the way my makeup goes on, and I for one do not like being out in the sunlight and having the sun shine through and show all the hair on my face, so I do remove it. It is also, the technique I'm going to show you today is a great way of exfoliating some extra dead skin cells that are just laying on the surface there waiting to get off. And when you get all of that dead skin off, your products can work better for you. So today is going to involve razors, okay? Now I do have a razor that I prefer, and unfortunately I cannot tell you where to get these. I'm going to show it to you so you know what to look for. And I'm also going to show you another brand that I don't care for, but they must be popular because they're the only ones you ever really see out and about. These are sold in a locally owned hair monster store that is in our big mall, and they are 99 cents a razor, and why I like them is because of the head. It is very long, and it is, for the most part, when using it, it's very smooth. There is a way, you don't go at your face like a crazy woman, of course, because any razor you use on your face could be dangerous, but the other ones that they sell look like this. So you can see the difference in the head. I feel that this little plastic thing here gets in the way of really doing a good job, and I have nicked myself with these. And I've been doing this for a while now. With this, I never nick myself. So I'm going to demonstrate how I do removing my peach fuzz from my face. Now I do wax here, and I only have to wax really like once a month, and I don't really have to do that except for that I'm such a stickler about having facial hair that I do it at least once a month. I do wax this part of my eyebrows. Now waxing your own eyebrows is hard, but I used to do it in a salon, so I know how to wax my own brows and also my own lip. I had put out a waxing video when I first came to YouTube, and I took it down because there are so many people that are just authorities on so many things, and they just cannot see any other way but their own, and frankly I got tired of the comments. So I just took it down. I may do a new one and put it back up because at this point in my YouTube career I don't really care what anybody thinks, okay? I really only care that I'm bringing something to you, my peeps, okay? Okay, so we have two types of razor. Try to avoid this one if you can find this one. If you're working with this one and you have no problem with them, more power to you. But I did not like these. I kept nicking my skin. These are a little more expensive. They come in a 3-pack. Oops, well I dropped the red one, and I don't want to reach down because then I'll knock my camera over. But they come in a 3-pack. These are sold individually. I don't know how much these are in a pack, but you'll find these at Target, Walmart, CVS, Rite Aid, and so on. So here we go. These come in many colors, pink, green, whatever. Let's get started. The first thing you do is your face must be clean on everything, okay? Now I'm going to be working in a mirror in front. I also have my hair, well I just got out of the shower. I just washed my hair and everything, and I'm going to do a review on some shampoos that I've been using. So my hair is just damp in its little turby towel, absorbing all its moisture. You want to make sure that you have all of your hair pulled back from your sideburns. See, this is where I get most of my facial hair, right here. Annoying. Okay, so I'm going to make sure that that is all pulled back because I don't want to go and cut off my sideburn or create one for myself. I'm going to take this little razor and I'm going to angle it on my skin. I'm not placing it like this on my face. I'm angling it like this on my face. I'm just going to slightly pull my skin so that it's tight, and I'm going to go in little baby strokes, and I'm hoping that I have enough hair on my face to be able to show you. I go in tiny little baby strokes. I'm going to go back up. I go right over my cheek. This is very light pressure. And you will notice when it comes off, oh good, there's enough hair, I can see it already. You will notice I have very fine hair throughout here, so I also go there. But you will notice when you're doing this that you'll see dead skin come off. And that is great because it's a nice form of exfoliation. Now, if you have a lot of moles on your skin or you have a lot of bumps on your skin, you might not want to try this technique. So let me get the hair and bring it into the camera so you can see. That is all my peach fuzz. So what it does is it really leaves it really smooth, really fabulous, peeps. I love doing this. And I'm going to continue so you can see. So now I'm just going to go over that. I'm going to come up here, stay away from your hairline. But like I said, make sure all your hair is here, up here. And then really, this is the most annoying for me. It truly is. So I'm going to make sure, but notice I'm holding the brush on an angle and just gliding down. I don't take big strokes. I take little tiny ones. And when you get to the jawline, lighten up your pressure so that you don't cut anything. But if you'll look, I'm going to take that hair and bring it to you. Hopefully it'll show up. Is it showing up, peeps? Can you see all that hair? There's little bits of fuzzy hair on there. Now, I have hair through here. Now I have a tiny little beauty mark. I choose to call it a beauty mark. It's a mole. Mole sounds so ugly as you get older. But anyway, I hold my finger over that mole. Where is it? Well, it's right there. Anyway, I hold my finger over my mole so that I don't slice it off. Okay, so then I'm going to go through here. Let me see, is there any other? If I get really close, I mean it's gross, but you might be able to see some skin cells on there. Okay? So I'm just going to take the blade, always working down my finger. I'm just going to make sure there's no hair on there. I'm going to go to the other side now. And I'm going to just go long. Same thing. Keep it on that flat angle. Okay. Going along the jawline. You can really, okay. There you, oh, I dropped it. Oh, I don't want to drop it. I want to show it to you, peeps. Okay. There's my peach fuzz. I hope you can see that. Okay. So I do have just a small amount of it, but enough to annoy me. So I'm going to continue on because I do get facial hair here. Not a whole lot here. And again, I'm just going to lift it up and it comes off. And I don't know if you can see it, I'll know when I watch my video back, but there really is some loose dead skin there from exfoliation. And I like to do this before a really good moisturizing treatment. Now if you have super sensitive skin, I don't recommend you do this, okay? I would never use any of those like Nair or anything. I would never ever use those because I remember using them once on my legs. Oh my gosh, it burns so bad. Okay, so now I usually don't do my little stash area because that's where I wax, but I have tiny little hairs under here that drive me nuts. Now I could wax them, but now here's another reason why some people don't wax or do electrolysis or do laser. First of all, the cost is not really something some people can splurge on. Waxing can cause ingrown hairs. They do have little solutions you can put on a couple days before to help prevent that. And I've used those. If you're allergic to aspirin, do not use any of those products, like Ten Skin and stuff like that. And electrolysis, some people find it incredibly painful, and laser, it's just the cost. So this is just another way to be able to remove the facial hair. Now here's the big question. Oh, but crazy Miss Tammy, am I going to grow a beard? I have been doing this for almost a year now. And I think that those of you who have been watching me for a very long time, I don't think any of you have ever seen me with a 5 o'clock shadow. And if you have, oh please private message me and tell me my 5 o'clock shadow is shining through. We, in the majority of women, will never grow a beard like men because we don't have the same hormones that men have. I do realize that ethnic backgrounds do, like I have a lot of Italian friends, and the women are always complaining that they have really dark hair through here and that they have it here. Now for me, bleaching is a big no-no for me. And it's not because of anything, oh it's not good for your skin, this and that. Bleaching, all it does is lighten the hair. It's still there. So you need to get it off, especially if you're somebody who really wants a polished makeup application. It really does make a difference. Okay, so now I'm just going to do the little chin area. And that's it. That's it, peeps. Now, I don't have a lot of forehead hair, but some people do. You can do it. If you need to go in this area and get it, just make sure that you cover your eyebrows and you stay away from your hairline. Sometimes it's almost good to put something over it so that you really can see where you don't want to go. Or I suggest working in a magnifying mirror, but not a 10-timer, because that'll tend to make you think, you know, you've got a little more room. Do like a 5-time mirror. But after you do this, peeps, your skin really does feel very, very soft, okay? I will sometimes do up in here if I'm lazy, but for the most part I wax here and I wax here. I don't wax above my eyebrows or remove any hair from above the eyebrows because I think you start messing around with the natural line of it. So that is how I am removing the unwanted hair that comes with age and especially menopause. It is the most annoying thing for me to have facial hair. So, you know, if you have any questions, I'm not a dermaplaning expert, but this is very similar to dermaplaning, where they take off, but their razor is much more professional than these little plastic jobbies. But you know, and I don't keep going over and over and over. I just go where I need to remove the hairs. And that's it. Now some women will have to go a little bit under here. Again, keeping it really almost flat. Don't go at your skin like this. Angle it with a really light touch, peeps. And that should do it for you. And really, it will all depend on how fast your hair grows in. Now, like I said, I only have to do this about once a month. If I have a special occasion going up, then I'll do it whether I need it or not, just because I really like, first of all, I like the little bit of exfoliation that I get with the little razor. And I just like having a really clean face. You will see the difference when you're using powders on your face. If it's laying on the hair, to me, that's not a nice look, and it's also a little aging, in my opinion. Okay, peeps? So I hope this has, excuse me, I hope this has helped somebody out that's really struggling with the peach fuzz. Of course, if you have if your hair is coarser and your hair is more stubborn than what I have, mine is just peach fuzz. You can see when I held it up, it is like having the fuzz off a cashmere sweater. Now, of course, you may want to look into other options if you have more stubborn hair sitting on your face. Okay? Thanks for stopping by. Don't forget, subscribe. It's an anti-ager. Be happy, be healthy, be beautiful. Bisous, my friends.